Thank you for meeting with me today, Brandon.
Thank you, Mr. Langston. I appreciate this opportunity to interview with you at your facility.
So, what interests you about this recreational therapy internship?
Specifically, this internship in this population, I've been really interested in working with this population, individuals that have intellectual disabilities, because I feel like there's such a misunderstood population. And I've always been really interested in, as a recreational therapist, the services and things that I can provide to these individuals to help them out most in life.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. Could you also describe to me your worst boss in the past and maybe why that would be so?
Probably my worst boss would be one that showed up to work really late and sometimes wouldn't show up to work at all. This was a problem because it put the rest of our staff in a bad position where we were always behind in our work and having to do double work because they didn't show up on time or didn't show up at all.
So, you prize organization?
Yes, I like to be very organized and on time and have things done even ahead of time if I can.
That's always great to hear. And could you tell me a little bit about your experience with past practicums that you've done?
Yes, sir. In the past, I volunteered 16 hours at J. Iverson Riddle Center in Morganton and also at Broughton Hospital in Morganton, which both work with individuals with intellectual disabilities. I also did an entire semester with Pitt County Adapted PE class at W.H. Robinson Elementary School, where we had 16 elementary kids who were on the autism spectrum.
Well, it's good to see that you have a lot of experience with situations that you could relate to this field. Could you tell me a little bit about your ability to work under pressure?
Yes, actually. I am a lifeguard and I have been for the past 2 years, so I feel like this has really prepared me to work under pressure. A lot of times we had to make split decisions right then and there where we had a patron that was hurt or somebody was in a dangerous situation, and we had to work to think under pressure and say, okay, be able to calm ourselves down and think through what we needed to do and solve the issue the best possibly that we could.
And that's good to have in this field because it's pretty hectic with all the documentation and all the processes we go through.
Yes, sir.
And what would you say you look for in a supervisor? What qualities?
Qualities, I would have to say I would like a supportive supervisor, because it's nice to know that you have somebody behind you that supports you and believes that you can do it. I also like an encouraging one, because that goes back into the thing. Sometimes I understand we may get down, and it's nice to have a person there to be able to say, you know, I've been there before, you can make through it, you can do it. And also, I would love to have a supervisor that is very knowledgeable in the profession. I do love learning about rec therapy, and I love learning different interventions and way to use rec therapy. So it would be nice to have somebody that's very knowledgeable in the profession that can provide me with plenty of new ways and things to learn.
I think those are very respectable things to expect out of your supervisor, and I think you'll do a lot of growing and learning during this internship. Well, Brandon, thank you for coming out today. It was great having the chance to meet you.
Thank you, Mr. Langston, and I look forward to hearing from you.